this is our video.
Rolling. 6.
Hi, I'm James, manager of Crackhouse. Our main aim for this project was to add value to the business. We have done this through diversification of our product and service range by moving it into the live events and media sectors with our Crackhouse Live at the Boiler Room event, featuring artists we have worked with and being recorded for an exciting new series.
I have taken on a new role in this project as a live sound engineer and will continue my work as a producer in the final film. I became well versed in the specific requirements that differ from a studio environment when musicians perform live on stage, such as control of feedback by proper gain staging and the adaptation of a mix to its acoustic environment. I learnt this firsthand when I shadowed a live sound engineer at the Boiler Room and supplemented this with online research into desks and microphones they have in their arsenal. I'll need to coordinate with other crew for the event and have a good understanding of the balancing, which I've already begun whilst working with Danny Marriott in the studio this term.
My role this term was to transfer my studio production skills to live sound ready for our event. To prepare for this brief, I worked closely with both the artist I shall be mixing and the venue. Working with my artist in the studio, I could begin to understand the mix and the sound the band desired. I then began shadowing at the Boiler Room and also researched their venue sound, mics, and to see how this would directly affect my mix. This prepared me for any issues that should arise, especially since it is such a small venue with issues such as certain frequencies for feedback and with it being in a sound sensitive area.
This term, I have carried on working as an in-house session drummer. However, I am having to develop myself as a session drummer in a live setting. During this term, I have had issues with being proactive and not practicing what is required, and therefore not having a successful session. Because of these problems, for the gig, I am making sure that I am contacting the two artists I am working with to make sure that I know exactly what I am playing so there is no confusion.
This time, Crackhouse will strive to continue the good work started previously, with new clients, new methods and an exciting new launch event. I personally have been spending the time I'm not in the studio with our clients to research many things that I hope will increase our efficiency, quality and brand recognition.
With this project, I've continued my role of manager and marketing specialist and transferred these skills into new sectors such as live events, taking on the role of promoter and booking agent. I prepared myself for this project through research into the events such as Barclaycard Share the Stage, as well as learning firsthand helping out with planning and setting up the Guildham Village Freshers event and managing the talent, booking and organisation of ACM Studio Lounge.
Not knowing who is counting in, or what stick to use for the certain song, or if I need to bring any percussion elements, are problems I have faced before in gigs. So to make sure that this doesn't happen, I have been organising rehearsal times where these issues can be raised and prevent anything happening. I also know that there is a high possibility that the drum kit will need. Before the gig, I will ensure that the drum kit is in good working order, replace any damaged drum heads, tune the drum kit and make sure everything is securely set.
Before this shadowing, I also assisted in running the live sound for a separate smaller event, where I could come to grasp with working as a small team to efficiently run and mix an event. One other key problem I learnt about while shadowing was that you do not have such a luxury of time when it comes to sound checking and smoothly running an event. Working on these two other projects though has really helped me to keep a cool and level head when it comes to managing such issues.
How they sound in recordings and what the space allows for will all be considerations to have. For instance, I know that noise levels and frequency travel are big issues for the Boiler Room since they are in a sound sensitive area. Therefore, mixing bass-heavy instruments will need to be done with care to achieve a balanced sound whilst keeping a good relationship with the venue. For the filmed version of the event, I'll have to embrace the spill into all the mics that will inherently be there and shape the overall sound to fit the visuals.
I started out my research by looking at out-of-door mixing, taking full advantage of the SSL desk and the G-Bus compressor. The SSL is a unique selling point for Crackhouse's recordings and mixes.
One problem we faced was funding and financial tracking for such an event, for which we overcame by pitching the idea at the Chairman's Choice Awards, which generated us £250. I then used cash flow statements and budgets to track all the costs and revenues of the project.
I also ventured into live sound ready for our event, taking into account acoustics, sound quality and legal requirements concerning volume. One of the key parts of a launch event is getting the brand out there, so I've spent a lot of time looking into marketing materials as business cards, posters, adverts, and stickers, all in the aim to get the Crack House name out there and have with quality and, most importantly,
Another problem I faced was a severe lack of venues at such late notice. I used my knowledge gained through volunteering in event control at the Great Escape Festival to research and find the best venue for what we needed, and then network and negotiate with venue managers. Throughout the project, I've gained skills in the preparation and planning and financial tracking, as well as promotion in both a studio and live setting.
Got a bigger brother, world leaders with a hard on for mass destruction. Capitalist humans who wipe this planet clean, upload the weapons to our brains, born with the machines. Worldwide panic lights went out across the globe. Leave all your belongings, avoid the listed zones. Government for retaliation, a population crisis hit the goal was a conservation. So unhappy, sunken eyes and withered skin agree to disappearium, passed on to the next again. Fall down, back where we belong. Damage within the Constitution, killing from the inside, an act of a retribution. Preachers on the streets, bleeding bloody, thrown in jail. A pilgrimage in a modern age, the quest for the Holy Grail. The adversary searing red is burning through my eyes. A crooked smile within the fog, there is no faith, you won't find God. Fall down.
funky. I know that you want me, get out of your seat, get on me. I know that you want me, get out of your seat, get funky. I know that you want me, get out of your seat, get on me. I know that you want me. You sacrificed your love, your life. You worry, babe, you shouldn't worry about love. Keep it going, lads. Oh yeah, right. Everyone here tonight, I hope you're having a good time. Let me hear you having a good time. Yo. Nah. I need to hear this side, yo. This side, if you feel the vibe, say yeah. This side, though, this side. This side, if you feel the vibe, say yeah. Okay, I see how it is, Right, we're gonna have to break it. You ready, guys? Let's break this down. You sacrifice your life, your life. You worry, babe, you shouldn't worry about love. Oh yeah! Thank you very much, guys.
You give up the crackle time. The lines stay shoulders life. Where to next if not the other side? Happiness is a rarity that's never used directly by you or anyone else on this earth. And I'm tired of being your crutch, your walking stick.
we're Blue Moose Studios. I'm Harry O'Neill.
And I'm Nat Shapir.
This is our presentation. Welcome. Hello, Blue Moose Studios. Our project consists of implementing audio into a game called Cube, which is a sample game from the middleware software Wise. And so what middleware is sort of a bridge between code, being the game, and the audio files that we're making for it.
Yeah, in our project, we wanted to learn that software, gain the skills that are going to be necessary moving into the games industry, which both of us want to do. And we split our project into, Harry did all the sound effects, I did all the music. Nice 50-50 split where we both had our respective stuff to do.
Yeah. And alongside that, of course, we helped each other. Like myself, I struggle with voice acting, so I wasn't as good at the voice acting side of it. However, I was good at the processing. So whereas Nat came in and did some voice acting for me, I helped alongside with like mastering and just a little bit of mixing here and there.
Yeah.
So to hit our project brief, we have up to 4 minutes of music, which we cut down to fit into the game, alongside 143 different sound effects, ranging from 9 miscellaneous sound effects, being teleporters, general sort of like danger sound effects, just like general stingers here and there. 5 spell gems, so 5 different spells you'll hear throughout the game. We have 95 monster sound effects, which were voiced predominantly by Nat himself, a little bit from me. 17 of the main character, which are voiced by Nat. 8 staff swooshes and 9 different footsteps on different tones for each of the individual areas and their respective materials.
When it came to my side of the project, the soundtrack, my immediate inspirations, as usual, are the games I grew up with, which is primarily on the DS and stuff with those old school kind of instruments, which I used replicated sounds of in my tracks to give that retro and nostalgic feel because of the kind of old school art style of the game itself. The main things that I did learn while composing was that the instrumentation and the arrangement have to be kept quite simple, as the focus is the game and not the music, and you don't want to detract from the gameplay itself.
Talk about my side, being the sound effects. I'm going to talk a little bit about the monsters processing. So to start off, we use a pitch shifter.
Just to bring it down a certain amount, just to get that low guttural sort of sound for most of these monsters. This is followed by some compression, some EQ, just general stuff to clean up the signal and make it much easier to process later down the line. From there, we added a chorus just to add a bit more modulation, get it a bit less human. And from there, we finished it off with some vocal synth, which is a plugin that just distorts it and gives it these extra characteristics that take even further away from the human likeness, which just further pushes it towards monster.
Being a 2-man group, 2 Moose Studio, not many problems or issues between the two of us, but we did have some difficulty when it came to scheduling and setting ourselves deadlines.
Talking further on about these deadlines and sort of the way we manage these is we looked at a studio called Studio MDHR, which are those developers of Cuphead, and they have a decentralized studio, which means they've got a lot of different time differences, time zones, because they all work from different sides of the country. And basically, they use project management tools such as Bandcamp, Trello, Slack, and Skype. This is found off of a video by that guy Glenn, 2022. This ensured that it was completed on time and it was still effective as a team. We used one very similar to Trello, being Monday.com, which we used to
set a timeline for ourselves.
Yes,
when it
thank you.
came to doing our work.
Yeah.
When it came to our target audience for who this project is for, it's obviously for ourselves. We wanted to really develop those skills, the understanding of problem solving and troubleshooting within that program, but also for potential hires and in general just to add this element of sound design to our portfolios.
Overall, this project I feel it's been majorly successful for us because we've learned a lot about project management, we've learned a lot about middleware software such as Wise, and how it can be really helpful sometimes and really difficult to work with sometimes, and how to troubleshoot in them situations. And it's also taught us a lot about game composition and also sound effective development.
When it comes to today, what the plan is for our playtest, we'll have a most likely simple computer setup with probably a laptop and an external mouse, and people can come and play our game, they can come hear the sounds that we've made, and hopefully enjoy it.
Yeah, so thank you for watching. We are Blue Moon Studios, and we hope you enjoy the playtest. Thank you.